Hi, and welcome to another edition of Jake's Super Safe Money Updates. My name is Kelsey, and I'm here with the owner of Yetterberg Retirement Solutions, Jake Yetterberg. We hope everyone had a great Christmas with family and friends. It's hard to believe we are only a few days away from 2014. Of course, this is the time of year where we are all making resolutions to improve ourselves going into the new year. If people are thinking about improving their financial situation, can you list a few financial resolutions that will actually be achievable, that will help people improve their financial picture?
I sure can, and again, Merry Christmas to everybody and Happy New Year as we move into 2014. When people make resolutions, the hard part is they usually make them so that they're not achievable. So they quit 2 or 3 weeks in and then end up not doing anything. So I'm going to give you a few quick ideas today that can actually help you improve your situation. They're simple but very important. The first thing, and we'll cover 3 things. We'll cover tax planning, increasing the safe earnings on your interest rates, and also risk analysis options. So the first thing is tax planning. If you're working, you can contribute to a Roth IRA. Roth IRAs are great because they allow your money to grow tax-free forever instead of tax-deferred. If you're not working and you're retired, but you have some other IRAs or traditional 401k plans, those can be converted to a Roth. So that's a different process, but there's still ways to get money in a Roth if you're retired that will again allow your money to grow tax-free forever. So the Roth IRA and tax planning is very important as we move into 2014. We still have some time to do some great tax planning. Secondly, you can increase your safe earnings. And what I mean by that is you got a lot of people with money sitting in the bank, and the last few years interest rates have come down to near 0%. So a lot of what we do are just some simple things, and we have a 2-step process we call ladder and shop. Ladder means stagger your investments out a few years. You don't have to go real far, but maybe 3 years or 5 years out. And then secondly, you shop for the best rate. The combination of those 2 things can literally increase your earnings by 10 or 15 times what the banks are paying on liquid money. So you've got to assess the situation, ladder and shop, and find the best rates. And understand what the Fed is doing. The Fed has promised low rates until at least 2017 and beyond. So that's important to know where we're at. So we could be in this situation for 4 or 5 more years. And then lastly, do a full risk analysis. So we've had a great run up in the market the last 5 years, but the market doesn't always go straight up. The average bull market runs about 56 months, and we're about 50 months into this one. So we might be primed for a correction just under normal conditions. So reassess your risk, especially look at bonds. People think of bonds as safe, except a lot of people have lost money in bonds the last few years with defaults. You've heard about Detroit and the other municipalities. So look at your bond holdings as well and realize there's risk there also. When rates go up, most people know that bonds lose money, and so you want to make sure you key in on that. I had a client show me a statement the other day. They had earned 4.5% on their municipal bond interest. However, they had lost almost 10% in their holdings because interest rates had come up just a bit and the portfolio lost some money. So think about locking in some of those gains and looking at your overall risk. So 3 simple things that are very important and will actually help you make some changes that are achievable in 2014. Tax planning. Look at your safe interest rates and increase those earnings, and do a risk analysis to make sure that your allocations still fit your position in retirement or how close you are to retirement.
Okay, thanks. And so you brought this crystal ball with us today. Can you explain why?
Well, yeah, I've been looking at this for several years. If you've been to my programs, you know I use the crystal ball. It hasn't worked very well with all the crazy stuff going on. The reason I brought it today is because I saw a great statement the other day, and it said what people need today is a plan, not a crystal ball. So we're never going to know what's going to happen in the future. I don't claim to know. But what's more important is to have a plan to help you no matter what happens, and that's what we try to help people do. So now's a great time to look at that. Moving into 2014, you're making New Year's resolutions. We can help you tighten up your plan.
I agree. Thank you, Jake.
My pleasure, Kelsey, and Happy New Year to all of our clients.